Hello and welcome back to Nectaris. This right here is stage number 4, Ramsey. This a little bit last time. But anyway, so Ramsey is a very interesting stage for a couple reasons. First of all, as I scroll around, you'll notice that yes, it is bigger than one screen. So this game does indeed include quite large maps, much larger than one screen or even two screens as this one is. Another thing you'll notice, aside from the depot controlled both by me and my opponent, are a couple of gray depots. So you may remember back in stage 1 I mentioned that in Nectaris you cannot construct new units. However, there is still a way to obtain new units, and that has to do with these gray depots. So these gray depots are controlled by no player, but they still contain units within them. What do those units do? They do nothing until that depot is captured by one player. Then those units immediately become the property of that player. So you see over here above the blue and green notations for me and the AI respectively, you see gray. So there are 2 currently gray units, one in each of these 2 depots. Another thing that's going on in this stage is quite a few new units, so let's go over them one by one. First we have the AAG-4 Seeker. AAG stands for Anti-Aircraft Gun. So this unit has, well, a sort of okay ground attack and a much better air attack of 65. We also have over here the T-79 Grizzly. This is a tank with very strong attack, okay defense, but rather poor movement of only 4. So this is going to be moving a bit slowly, especially when hills or rocks are involved. Another new tank here is the PT-6 Polar. So this one's a little more balanced with 60 attack and defense. Again, a slow tank, a slow movement of 4. So you see the description, not as powerful as Grizzly, but better defenses. That pretty much summarizes the Polar. Inside our depot, we have one more Grizzly. So again, we can move it 1 square or 1 square only, and it's going to go here. If we move over to our opponent, we see he has a couple new units as well. The first one is the GS-81 Slagger, another tank. This has an okay attack and defense of 50 each, but a movement of 7, which is even better than the basic tank. Finally, we have, yes, a plane, the AX-87 Eagle. This is called an Interceptor. It has a very strong ground attack of 70, and air attack of only 20. But the most important thing you see right there, close to the bottom of the screen, a movement of 10, and of course because it's a plane, it flies, it doesn't care about what's on the ground, so it has a movement cost of 1 on any type of terrain, so it's always going to move 10 hexes along the map, so you really have to watch out for all of these air units. And I think probably this anti-aircraft gun is going to be crucial to taking it out, because I don't really have much else that can put down a lot of fire under the air. Of course, infantries have 10 air attack, but well, that's not a lot. So in these maps, well, after the first 3, pretty much the first thing you're going to want to do almost always is develop a plan to take as many of these gray depots as possible. So of course we're going to take this infantry. He can actually reach it right away. So this first depot becomes ours right away. You see the infantry, the Charlie has gained 4 experience stars, which is actually quite a bit. 1 more capture will give it a full star. And we gain possession of this unit right away. So this Bison, again, can only exit on the clear squares, so these 4 are out. I'm going to put him up here. We have 2 more infantry, actually 1 mech and 1 infantry. They're a little further away from this depot. So this depot also holds a Seeker. Not particularly important, but I'd really rather have it myself than let the enemy have it. So this particular mech is going to move up just 1 square. I want to be able to guard him from the Eagle. This guy's going to move up here. The Seeker's going to get in position to deliver a shot on the next turn. And let's see. Now the Polar is substantially stronger than the Bison, so I'm okay with leaving it in range of the Bison. What I don't want is it to be flanked by both the Slagger and the Bison. So So I'm going to leave the polar on the hill and move this move this mech unit up to the guard. Unfortunately, Grizzly's only going to move one space and then get the Hadrian up as close as possible. So that is my first turn. Oh, one more thing. You'll notice the status lights on the depots. Yellow means units are ready to leave. Red means there are units, but none of them are ready to leave. You see the Charlie is grayed out because he just entered this turn. And finally, gray, it's more of a black. It means no units in that depot at all. So let's see what the AI has planned. Ooh, he's going after the Grizzly. An interesting choice. Not too much of an effect. So he's attacking down the right side, it looks like. He also has a Bison and a Hadrian in his own depot. So aside from capturing the depots, the main key on this map is going to be capturing, did I say depots? No. The main key on this map is going to be taking out this eagle, because if you don't quickly, it can get really annoying. Luckily, he made a very poor move here. He's going to allow me to take the Seeker, give a full surround, and do a substantial amount of damage. So you see the Seeker has a very good attack when firing on an air unit. Could have done better. So this Kilroy is still moving quite slowly. So what I'm actually going to do is redirect him down. Should I do that? I'm thinking I can just take the Charlie and probably get up here even faster. So I'll take 1, 2, 3 turns, where this is going to take 1, 2, the same 3 turns. So it doesn't help me at all. And meanwhile, this tank is certainly going to be able to stop any enemy infantry from reaching. So he can only move one space at a time, so this is going to take quite a while. So I really want to get rid of this thing as quickly as possible. So I'm going to move this Kilroy down. It's going to be a weak shot, but he's still surrounded, and I have double support. So I should be doing some pretty substantial damage. Well, the one bright side is he definitely can't run away. Okay, so this Bison is going to start moving up because there's nothing really for him to do down in the bottom left corner. I will release the other Charlie. This guy's going to stay right where he is to prevent any little running away from this eagle. So over here, Hadrian's going to fire at his one available target. There's really no reason that artillery shouldn't fire first. You want to weaken the enemy's troops as much as possible before you start going into direct combat. So this Grizzly can only reach here. So yeah, so the Polar has better defense. So I'm gonna fire with the Polar first. This might even take it out actually. If I get a good roll, which I did, a 1.2. Yep, so that's enough of that. So this Grizzly can't quite reach the enemy tank, but I can move up here. And the Kilroy can tuck nicely in behind. And that is my turn too. It went quite well, I believe. As the enemy infantry rumbles slowly toward the remaining depot, and the enemy plane is going to essentially suicide itself, with no losses on my side. Another scenario turns inevitably in my favor. The unfortunate thing is that the AI here does sort of draw it out a little bit. They have this obnoxious Kilroy, which likes to park itself up here. Luckily, I can move down here, keep the depot protected as my infantry comes slowly toward it. Okay, so range, I can move the Bison up 1, and then on my next turn, because this is all clear territory, my Bison will be able to race into position to fire on the Hadrian. Down on the other side of the map, again he has left himself completely open to a surround here, so this Slagger will not be long for this game. complete carnage there. Surround plus support equals substantial damage. So down to a pitiful 25 attack and 26 defense, the Slagger goes down. Hadrian can move. I don't want anyone to get surrounded, so I'm going to put this mech up here. I don't need him to capture anything at this point. Move the Hadrian up as much as possible. So these aren't even substantial damage. No real reason to throw them in the depot. So this is probably the fastest way forward. Yeah, 10 units versus 5, 2 of which are infantry. This scenario is essentially over. It's more about the cleanup than anything. As the AI, well, pretty much runs out. And now the music makes it official. I am on the path to victory. If the AI knew how to surrender, that would make things go a lot easier. You know, like in StarCraft, for example, the AI knows when to take GG and lose the game. I don't know why they couldn't do it here. Usually when you're winning like this, there's not going to be a comeback. So one unfortunate thing about this map in particular is that right here it looks like a gap, but there's not. On both sides it's a cliff. So your tanks are not going to be able to pass through here. My tank is going to be able to get one shot on the Hadrian for 1.0. So I might take some slight damage if it fires on this thing. And then we just sort of... Can he fire? So he's going to move up. These guys are going to steadily rumble forward. Actually, no, I don't want to get surrounded. They can't do a thing about it. These guys are just going to sort of rumble forward. Kilroy follows them here. Slow and steady wins the race. And this is the endless mop-up phase. Oh, you just had to do that, didn't you? One loss. And they are in full retreat. Old Charlie got himself promoted, that's always nice. Oops, I meant to move on to the rocks, but it really doesn't matter. One to go. As long as he doesn't retreat to his depot. Going to be slow going up here. Yeah, this map is pretty much annoying in the same way every time. It's not hard at all to win, but the mop-up work is just incredibly obnoxious. Okay, more tanks. Give up, please. Oh, I don't care anymore. Really? You're really gonna make me go through this? Yeah, this is not a hard map. This is just an extremely annoying map. You pretty much have to go one square at a time, one hex at a time. The really annoying thing is that without support, it's going to be a fair fight between bisons, and if you roll badly, it's going to be even more annoying. Can't attack into the killer, right? Oh, make it stop. This is going to be 3 more turns at least. It's late already. Of course he attacks the Charlie. Look at those stats. What a full star gives it. Fully double. Still get blown up by tanks though. Yeah, see everyone else just stands pat. I'm gonna go here so I can get an easy surround. Ground support, 4 stars versus 1 leads to that. Go forward, forward, forward. Oh, I can't take it anymore. Make it stop. Why do I always record these so late at night? I tell myself next time, get home, record the videos. But no, it's always 1 a.m. Oh, I guess I should record the videos today. My one viewer might wonder where I am if I don't. And that would just be horrible. Really? You missed completely? Come on. You know what, forget that. This should be able to do it. Go away. I don't even need to see this anymore. One hex at a time. The really annoying part is that HQs have an incredibly high defense bonus of 35%. So once almost any unit embeds itself on the HQ, it can be very difficult to extract. I'm not even going to let that mech do anything. It's going to be sitting on that cliff as it continues to watch everything collapse around it. Because this AI does not deserve any better. Just end your turn. What else? 4. Here's the surround. Here is the coup de grace. 2.0. Maximum destruction. One hex away. That really should not have taken 10 turns. By about turn 4 it was over. But sometimes that's how things are. So that is the end of map number 4, Ramsey. Map number 5 is Newton. And I will record that, well, right now. And hopefully upload it at the same time. So, as you take a good look at Newton, that will be coming up in just 1 minute.